Alright, so for sure, 3 things that I want to get accomplished today. Okay? We got some notes to do, and we'll quickly go through those. We should have enough time to do the rest of the stuff. Second thing that I want to do today is I've got tons of stuff to hand back to you today, and that's just this class. Okay? And third thing is, if anybody's got a conflict with the final, then we're going to talk about that today while you guys are working on. Okay. So those 3 things to talk about today. So let's jump right into doing the notes, and we're going to kind of follow along with the notes, but for some reason the touchscreen wasn't working on the BenQ. Okay? So we're going to start with a warm-up that's not in your notes. So you can do it either on the front cover or back page. Doesn't matter. I don't care where you do it. Okay? So I want you to find me the area and the perimeter of that triangle. Okay? Go for it. Area and perimeter of that triangle. Might need a little space. Second sentence is kind of a big hint, right? Height of the triangle is also a line of reflection. What does that mean? Anybody? What does that mean?
It's B.
What do you mean it's B? What does that mean?
I'm not really sure.
Okay.
I'm just
What is that line of reflection? You're just gonna hiccup?
all glass. No, it's gonna be all glass.
What does that line of reflection mean? Why would it be there? It's got to be there for some reason.
It's the height.
It is not the height. Height is 8.
Whoa. Oh. Well, never mind.
Okay. That makes it the height, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it is the
What do you got? So what does that mean?
It's like it's the same triangle on both sides.
So what does that mean?
Put them together, it's a rectangle.
Equal.
If you
What does
put-
it mean?
If you put them together, it's a
They're
rectangle.
It's gonna. I mean, truth be told, you gotta think. What does it mean? It's something huge for one of them. What? How does 90-degree angle do anything for us in
It's a
area
right
and perimeter?
triangle.
Hold on. Answer the question. Because it is not a right triangle.
Well, why
It is not a right triangle. It is not a right triangle. So there means nothing with 90-degree angle. The height of the triangle is also a line of reflection. Reflection has nothing to do with anything that you told me so far. But yet we keep saying it, and we keep saying it. We keep saying the same thing. And you're not taking the hint that you're saying something that does not matter. So what does the height of the triangle being a line of reflection do for us in this problem? It has nothing to do with the height.
I'm gonna make a guess. I don't know. I think they're both like equal on both sides. So if you find one half of the triangle, I don't know.
Put yours together with what Brayson just said.
What did you guys say? I said that if since it's like half, it's half and half.
So you can just find one of them and multiply it by 2.
Find one of what?
The triangles. Just like
Half
split
the
it in half.
triangle.
Okay.
For the area. you can
Do we need to do that for the area? Do we need to? Does the line of reflection help us with the area? No, because the area is 1/2 8 times 30, right? Right? Okay. Which is what? 120? Still haven't used the line of reflection yet. What's the perimeter? We'll go about it a different way. Since we obviously didn't pay attention to the first way, we'll try it a whole different way. What's the perimeter? What did you guys come up with for the perimeter? How'd you get 64?
Because it's like I did the a squared plus b squared, but then it would be like if you cut them in half, they're both right triangles. Then you can do 8 squared plus you would have 30, so it'd be 15 squared.
So the line of reflection tells us what? What does the line of reflection do for
Oh,
us?
it gives us like b squared.
No, it doesn't. What does it give us?
A half.
It splits 30.
The half.
It splits 30 into what?
15.
And 15. They gotta be equal, right?
Wait,
That's-
that's what you.
Yes! That's the only thing that the line of reflection does for us. That's the only thing. We didn't need it for the area, right? Right? We didn't need it for the area because we had the base and the height.
Oh my god, I'm already confused.
I get it.
So the only thing that the line that sentence that says the height of the triangle is also line of reflection, the only thing that does is it splits that side up into 2 equal parts. Okay? So now what?
Now you can 8 squared plus b squared, which is like 225 plus 64 equals 289. And then square root of 289 is 17. And then 17 plus 17 plus 30 is
Okay? Gotta know what you have. Okay? Gotta know what you have. You know what you're given, to know what you can find. Okay? Especially in this stuff. Especially because when we get into composite figures, you gotta know what you got. Okay? You gotta know what you can break it up into. Right, Aaron? Like this morning, we broke up a trapezoid into 3 different parts, right? So that we knew what we were breaking it up into. So you've got to know what you have so that you know how you can use it. Okay? All right, let's get into it. So my left shape here in number 1 is what? Shape A. What is that? Shape A?
No. Shape B. I thought you said
No, left.
left.
Makes the L. That's
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah.
A. What shape is it? The trapezoid. What do I know about a trapezoid? It's only got one pair of opposite sides parallel, right? Okay. So if I wanted to find the area of the trapezoid, what would I do? Right now, with no formula. Separate them into shapes that we know, right? What are the 2 shapes we know right now, Aaron? Triangles and, not squares, rectangles, right? Okay, triangles and rectangles, right? Okay, so if I take this trapezoid and I break it up into a blue triangle, what dimensions of that blue triangle do I have?
5 and 3.
I got a 5 here
Yep.
and a 3 there. So that would be a base and a height, correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Important for finding the area of the blue triangle? Yes? Okay. All right. If I take that and I break that rectangle out, what are the dimensions of that rectangle? 5 and 5? And then if I take this remaining triangle and I break it out, which one's 5, which one's 6? How'd you come up with the top being 6?
Because like the whole top is 14, and then you subtract 5.
Did you say if you subtract 5 you get 3?
No, subtract 5 and.
Okay, all right. I thought you said get 3. Okay. All right, so you subtract, because you got the whole top is 14, subtract 5, that gets me to 9, subtract 3 more, that's 6, so the leftover here is 6. Okay? So how would we find the area of that trapezoid then? And then add them together, right? Okay, let's start with the red one. So what's the area of the red?
15.
Okay, what's the area of the green?
25.
What's the area of the blue? So what's my total area?
47.5.
47.5
Meters square. Square meters.
square meters. Huh? Can we do that every single time?
Yes.
We can. Okay. What's the figure on the right? That one doesn't make the LIV.
Yeah, I got that.
Okay.
Now a parallelogram.
Now it's a parallelogram. Okay. So with a parallelogram, okay, if I take this pink triangle up there, right?
Yeah.
If I take a scissors and I cut along this solid pink side here, I can move that solid pink side down here. And there it is. So then I get this purple figure, which is a what? It's a rectangle. Okay? So what are the dimensions of that rectangle?
9 and 6.
9 and 6. So this would just be 54 square inches. Okay. So if we're finding the area of a parallelogram, it is literally just base times height. Okay? Base times height, just like a rectangle. As long as you know the height and you know the base and one of the bases, you're fine. What's the relationship that we need to have between a base and a height?
Perpendicular.
It's got to be perpendicular. If it's not perpendicular, it is not a base and a height. Okay? So here in number 1, what would you multiply together?
4 and 9.
4 and 9, right? Because the base would be 9, and 4 would be the height, and so then this would be 9 times 4, so this would then be 36 square kilometers. Okay? What's the base and what's the height in number 2?
7 is the base and 3 is the height.
What's the base? What's the height in C?
20 is the base, height is 5.
So the area of a parallelogram is base times height. Yeah?
Yeah.
Love it. Now, when in doubt, you can find the area of a trapezoid by breaking it up. Okay, like we just did. We just did one. We broke it up into 3 different parts, 2 triangles, and 1 rectangle. Okay? And you can add those areas together. Okay? However, there is a formula that you can do because it happens all of the times, and I would strongly recommend that you write this formula down, and that formula is the area of any trapezoid is equal to 1/2 times the height times the sum of the bases. Okay? 1/2 times the height times the sum of the bases. So the height is what again? Height is what again? Always perpendicular to not only one of the bases, but to both bases. So it's got to be perpendicular to both bases because the bases are the parallel sides. Okay? So 1/2 times the height times the sum of the 2 parallel sides. Okay? Let's put it to work. Okay? Skip down to letter D first. Okay? Letter D is a trapezoid, yes?
Yes.
Okay? So my area formula is going to be 1/2 times the height times the sum of the bases. Okay? 1/2 is going to be 1/2. What is the height? Okay? What is one of my bases? 21 is one base. Which, if 21 is one base, what's the other one? Oops, I almost put b squared. Does it matter which one's b1 and which one's b2? Does not matter. Okay? All right? Oops, I forgot to put 6 there. 21 plus 6 is 27. One half times 8 is 4 times 27. 108. I believe the label was feet. Yep. Okay. You find me the other 3 areas. Go. shape in figure A? Triangle. Formula for the area of a triangle.
1/2 times base times height.
What's my base?
16.
What's my height?
Um,
So this is 1/2 times 16 times 9, which is going to be 72 square centimeters. Okay. What shape do I have in B? Parallelogram. I have two sets of parallel sides. Formula for area of a parallelogram. Base times height. What's my base?
26.
What's my height?
14.
$364.
Yes.
Shape in C. It's a square. Okay. Formula for the area of a square. Base times height because it's a rectangle. What's my base?
11.
What's my height?
11.
Eleven times 11 is 121 square yards. Okay. Handle it. Okay. One of the other things that's going to show up in your homework tonight that we didn't get to here quite yet is multiplying binomials. Okay? Okay? So a binomial is something like 3x plus 4. Okay? That is a binomial. It's got two terms that are different, that can't be combined. Okay? Alright? If I multiply a binomial with a monomial, let's say by 5, well, that's just a distributive property. And 5 goes into both of those, giving me 15x plus 20. Okay? We've done that before. You can handle that. Okay, no problem. But if you have a binomial, like 3x plus 4, and you multiply it by another binomial, let's say it's x minus 2, okay? It's called a double distributive property, or if you're old school like me, you call it FOIL. Okay? So you take this 3x and you distribute it in there. So what is 3x times x?
4.
3x times x. 78. I can throw out random numbers and stuff too. 3x times x. I'm not multiplying by 1, correct? So it can't be 3x again. The only way I can get 3x, if I multiply 3x by anything other than 1, it's not going to be 3x anymore. I don't know what 3xx is. 4x would be adding. This is multiplying. 75,058x. What is 3x times x? Literally write it out. You'll see it better if you write it out.
3x plus x.
Listen to them. We're multiplying.
Exactly. 3x times x.
Yeah.
That's what it is?
No,
Oh.
but that's what we're doing, yes.
I thought it was right.
Well,
3x.
Wait, no, we're not plusing.
We are multiplying. I don't know what plussing is, but we are multiplying.
We're plusing.
you just leave it as 3x times x.
No.
I didn't.
Is it 3x dot x? Like with the
That's
dot?
still 3x times x.
3x squared.
Say it louder.
Actually,
Say it louder.
3x squared.
Thank you.
What?
I'm sorry.
That
was the first thing I said.
No,
I said 2x.
I said it myself.
X times x is x squared. Okay? Alright? Then we have to take this 3x and we have to multiply it by this negative 2. Negative 6x. Then we have to take this positive 4 and we have to multiply it by the x. Then we have to take this positive 4 and multiply it into the negative 2. Do I like this statement as it's written? Why not? Combine like terms. Okay? Can anything combine with the 3x squared? Can anything combine with the negative 6x?
Yeah.
What?
4x.
4x. So what's negative 6x plus 4x?
Negative 2x.
Can anything combine with the negative 8? And that's our answer. Okay? I remind you that all of this information from yesterday and today is going to be on your final. Okay? Alright? Including this stuff. Okay? Because we've done this before.